Imagine you're parting a wave. So as you inhale, bring your arms out, palms out. This is all on the inhale. Stretching the arms back, lace your fingers, squeeze in the shoulders, lift the spine. Sustain the breath for a moment. Exhale. Feel free to close your eyes if you do this. Inhale. Keep breath as long as you can. Sustain it. Lift the arms. Lift your chin. A little grin on your face. Exhale. Feel free to open your mouth with your exhale. Again, breathe in. Exhale. Last one. Breathe in. And then exhale. Now lace your fingers opposite the way you normally do. We'll continue with lifting the sky. So turn the palms out, breathe in, push up into the palms, pressing up to the heel of the hands, tilting your head up, lengthening your body, sipping in as much breath as you can, parting your arms and exhaling. Slow, even, soft, and long breath. Again, breathe in. Practice lacing your fingers opposite the way you normally do. We're just working new neural pathways in the brain. Inhale. Rest up into the sky. Ease off and exhale. Last one. Breathe in. Push up high into the sky. Sip in some more breath and then exhale. Take a long breath. Take a moment with your eyes closed. Just notice how you're feeling and the difference in how you feel. 8 breaths, that's all we did. 8 long breaths. This gives you an opportunity to realize that it doesn't take a lot of time to change how you feel just by changing how you breathe. Now we're going to bring your spine tall. We're going to tuck your chin in and roll the shoulders. And now roll back through the spine. So sink back like you're pushing your spine back. My arms are empty. Inhale, lift up and squeeze your shoulder blades in, tilt your chin to the sky. Exhale, roll forward. Press the spine back. Inhale, lift up, variation of spinal cord breathing. We'll do one more like this. And exhale. And as you breathe in and lift up, continue with your arms as they were or open them up to the side if you can. Moving up. Fill your body. Exhale. Bring the chin in. Push your shoulder blades back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Curl the tailbone back. Exhale, chin in, elbows together as much as you can. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Squeezing those shoulders, curling the tailbone back, looking up and putting that smile on your face. Exhale. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Lower your arms. Bring your head over your shoulders. Eyes are closed. Take a moment, again, to recognize how you feel. The goal with spinal cord breathing is to open up the spine, keeping it supple. Helps to keep your whole body supple. Now we're going to do a little more with the neck and shoulders. So if you have a block, you might want to sit up on the block. If you're on a chair, you're in a great spot. If you want to open up more nerves, come up onto the heels of your feet. Again, this won't be comfortable in the beginning, but you could cheat a little bit with a block between your heels to take some of the pressure off. And if it feels like your toes are screaming, maybe they are because they want to be stretched a little more. So this is an opportunity to do that. And this traditional way of sitting is done because it puts your hips right under your shoulders and it gives that natural curve to your back. So it's really good for your posture. But you're just going to do whatever works for your body. Sit in a way that's comfortable and really don't worry about it too much. Bring your arms out to the side. I'm going to do a little variation of the Y's out today. So we're going to stretch out through the fingers, squeeze your shoulders back. And we just do this to practice keeping the front of your body open. Bring your arms to your side and move your head back. We often have our chin forward. Whether you're looking at your monitor or you're reading, our head is usually forward. And we want to try to keep it back. It's not going to feel really comfortable in the beginning. We get used to it. So with your chin parallel to the ground, fingers are spread open wide. Tilt your head to one side. Close your eyes, reach down through those fingers. We're going to keep both hands extended out to the side today. As you exhale, feel your shoulders relaxing away from the skull. Make sure that your teeth are away from each other, so place your tongue behind your teeth. Now roll your head gently in front of the shoulder. Keep reaching down, so if you feel one shoulder lifted up, let it sink back down and maybe ease out of your stretch a little bit. Again, feel free to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, with those eyes closed, let your head come back over the shoulder and gently let it slide behind the shoulder. And again, make sure that either one of your shoulders isn't lifting up during that transition. When you bring your head behind your body, lift your spine up a little taller, like your body is reaching up to the sky. Spring is a beautiful time of the year to really be aware of how things move toward the sky. Oh, the opening up and blooming and the greening of the trees. The same can occur within our body. We invite ourselves to visualize that new growth through a nice long breath. Bring the ear over the shoulder and back in front again. Stretch down a little more through the opposite arm. And as you bring your head over the shoulder, bring it back up to center. And again to the other side. Notice how this side feels different. Remember, everybody has one side that's more tight. That's why we're here. Reach down and out. If any thought comes into your mind, be sure to breathe it out with an open mouth exhale. Push it out of your body. Stay connected to the sound of your breath. Roll your head in front of the shoulder. Reach down a little more through each arm. And gently tilt your head back up to the sky. Bring the head behind the shoulder. Checking in. Notice what's happening. Make sure they're not reaching up. You want to keep them down. So your fingers are stretching out like roots in a tree, reaching down into the earth. The chin is lifting up into the sky. Gently bring the head over the shoulder, back and front. And now roll your head from one shoulder to the other, keeping the chin nestled in close to your body. Going slow. If it feels really tight, just pause there. Yoga was never intended to be an exercise. The exercise is the discipline of connecting your mind with your breath and inviting your body to open with that exhale. So our bodies are containers. They store our spirit. They also store emotional stress and experiences. And we want to let that go so we can stay more connected with that spirit, which is what we also call intuition. That's where intuition lives. Now bring your head over the first shoulder and then let it drop behind the body. And you're just doing what feels right for you. And if you need to keep your head up because you have vertigo, that's fine. Just gonna do what you can do. Remember, there's no rule. Our main goal here is to open the neck and shoulders. We want these pathways open. So as we do more through the rest of the body, all the messages can be sent into the brain. If you've had an injury or a surgery, you're going to take care of yourself and honor your range of motion today. Bring your head back over the shoulders. Let your hands rest on your thigh. Eyes are closed. Breath is long and soft. So we work the upper body and a bit of our spine. We're going to work into the hips and we're going to come back to the sinuses, which was our request for today. So adjust your position. Again, if you're still in a chair, that's okay. You can join us. We're going to go into our spinal twist. So we're slowly moving back and forth through the spine to make sure everything is open. You have a choice. You can extend both legs out or fold one in. If you fold your leg in, make sure that both your sitting bones are still on the ground. Whatever you do, we're going to start with your right leg over your left. And we start this way because twisting to the right is the first way of our body working with the natural digestive process. So bring your left arm across your body. Remember, it can be what feels right, in front of or behind your knee. Your right hand comes behind you, close to your tailbone. So you don't want to be out here. Again, as much as you can. Use your fingertips or knuckles. Twist looking over your right shoulder. Easing off, come back and align your spine. You're going to take that same foot and slide it toward your hip. So we're going to stack our knee. Remember, if your leg is higher, you're probably way more athletic than I am. If you're athletic or you walk a lot, your muscles are going to be built out in a different direction. It doesn't matter how much you're able to stack your knee. If you're in a chair, you can still do this. Just fold your leg back under a little bit. And bring your hands to the back of your chair or fingertips on the ground. Walk them in, again, toward the middle so the front of your body opens. We're going to push up, ribs away from the hips. Give a slight engagement with your abdomen, just a little bit. Look out at your toes. Start pressing out as you lean forward. Close your eyes. And when you come out as far as you can, start softening everything in your body. Just imagine all the tension draining through your hip and into the earth. Remember, wherever you are in the stretch, you're still benefiting. Don't be distracted by how far you go into the stretch. The eyes are closed, so your mind is in your body. The breath is releasing the body with every exhale. You're just draping a little closer to the leg. Take one more breath and let your body go limp. So just release everything. Now engage your abdomen. Curl your tailbone under, tuck the chin in, and roll up through each vertebrae one at a time. Letting your leg unwind. And we'll go the other side. So bring your left leg over the right. And I will remind you that if you have weak lower back, you can use your block to position yourself. So if you find that you're rolled back like this, place your block underneath you when you're doing these postures as well, because it's going to give you, again, that advantage of your hips over your shoulders. So just do one demo with this. So your left leg is over the right arm's going to cross over or behind, whatever works. Left hand is near the spine, lengthen your body. Take a breath in and twist looking over your left shoulder. Easing off, return to center. And now take your left foot, slide it back toward your hips. You're stacking your knee one over the other. Fingertips are going to lengthen your spine. Good. Walk your arms in. Press out with your fingertips so your hands are like the kickstand on a bicycle. Look out toward your toe. Lean forward. Pick what works for you, block or no block. Again, close your eyes. Remember, there's no wrong. Wherever you are in the stretch is where your body's meant to be today. We're not here to judge ourselves. We're here to find out what works for your body today. Bring it out as far as you can go. Take one long exhale. Let your body sink deep. Again, engage your abdomen. Curl the tailbone under. Tuck your chin in and push your spine back as you roll up through your spine. Unwind your legs. We're going to do this again. So your right leg will come over the left. Left arm crosses the body. Just do what's comfortable for you. Always. That's our cardinal rule. Tall spine. Twist looking over your right shoulder. Come back and align your spine. Slide your foot back near your hip. Stacking the knee one more time. Not to torture you, just to help you open the hips. Lift up the body. Walk your hands in. Second time through, it gives you a chance to just see if you can let your body open a little deeper. You could also flex your foot or point your toe the second time to get a variation of the stretch. So you pick. Again, tall ribs away from the hips. Press out. Point your chin out so your neck and spine are long. Rolling your head to touch your knee does not earn you a stuffed animal, but it does close off circulation to the major organs. So we want to fold out from the waist, which is why we use these prep cues to help lean out long and tall. And when you're out as much as you can go, even if it's just a half an inch and you're experiencing it, that's where you start. Close your eyes and let your breath do the rest of the work, not your brain. Turn that off. Engage your abdomen, press the spine back, roll up through your body. Lift your leg and unwind. And do the other side one more time. So the left leg over the right. Right arm crosses the body. Lengthen your spine with your left hand behind you. Use your knuckles or fingertips. Make sure both sitting bones are still on the ground. Twist looking over your left shoulder. And back, align your spine. And again, slide your heel back toward your hip. Make the body tall, walk your hands in. Squeeze those shoulder blades in. Lengthen your spine, tuck in the abdomen. Look out at your big toe. Flex your foot or point your toe or just leave the leg empty, whatever's right for you today. Make sure your teeth are not touching. Close your eyes, breathe out. Any thought that's in your mind, your breath is carrying it away. Roll the shoulders, sink as deep as it works for you today. Draw on the abdomen, curl the spine, pressing it back, rolling all the way up through each part of your spine, and then unwinding your legs. Cross your ankles for a moment. We're going to work on the sinuses. If, again, you want to block or you want to go into your chair, that's fine. I'm going to move up, be a little closer so you can see the points. And this is review. If you've done this before, good. See what you remember. We're going to start again with the ring fingers. And your goal here is to use these fingers because there's less pressure on your tender skin. So we start with your fingers near your tear duct on the side of the nose. And if any of these points feel tender, it's because there's probably a little blockage. It is beautiful spring, mini buds, lots of pollen. So about 9 circles in each direction. And then we're going to take the fingers and slide them down to the outside edge of the nostrils and make 9 circles in each direction. Count so you keep track with your movements. One side is going to feel a little more natural than the other. And now we're going to take your fingers, the ring finger, and lay it straight over the middle of your eye. So the top of your hand is touching your eyebrow. And now slide it down to the bottom of your cheekbone and push straight up. So it's straight in line with your pupil. Bottom of the bone, push up. You're going to feel a little indentation for each of these points. Create your circles. And go in the other direction. Now use your ring and middle finger together. Come to the corner of your eye. Slide your fingers straight back to your hairline. And create those circles. In reverse. You may feel like you want to do that area a little longer. That's okay. We'll come back to it when you're ready. Lay your fingers again over the middle of your eyes. This time, take that ring finger and lay it right on your eyebrow bone. So you'll feel the hair of your eyebrows. And there's, again, a little soft spot in that bone. That's where we're pressing. Reverse in the other direction. Now we're going to do a few more points which connect to headaches and different parts of the head that feel really nice when we work on them. So you're going to slide your finger right at the bottom of your ear to where the hair and the skin meet. On both sides, again, you'll feel a soft spot. You're going to push your finger up into that soft spot. So measure, use your middle finger and slide it back. The bottom of the ear, it's exactly the point. You could tilt your chin up a little bit so the pressure is a little deeper. And then take your index finger and middle finger and go all the way back to where the spine and the skull connect. You're going to come on either side of the spine, circling up underneath. So chin is forward, fingers slide up the spine to the base of the neck, lift your chin, and you can either push your fingers straight up into that point or create your circles. Just make sure that your face is soft. Now we're going to come to the tip of the ear. And again, this is not particularly for sinuses, but these are all points. If you struggle with anxiety, we're going to work right at the top of the earlobe. There are hundreds of points in the earlobe, 42 really significant ones, but our earlobes we don't think about too much, but we're going to rub. So again, you can use the scrubbing under the earlobes or put a thumb behind it and rub. The other hand is tender, that's okay. Do both sides. And then take your index finger or your middle finger and your thumb, put them at the tip of your ear, leave your thumbs, slide your middle fingers up to the middle of your head. Let one move into the center of the head and remove the other one. So that's just your line for the specific spot. You can press straight down into the crown of the head. You can make your circles, but you could just apply pressure. If you get headache and migraine, this is the spot. It's very effective. It's going to feel really weird. You know you've got the spot. So we're opening up the pathways between the two parts of the central nervous system. Like putting a new highway lane on the Schuylkill or wherever you live, those jammed highways that never seem to have enough lanes. That's what these points help to do. Create more circulation. So when you're finished with that point, take your fingers and open them up, little claw hands, and lay them around the outside edge of your face, again at the hairline. Make your circles. So your fingers are spread. The one right in front of your ear is a very nice one by the jaw. If you are a night teeth grinder, this part might feel tender, or maybe you clench your teeth and you're not even aware of it. Go in the other direction. Now we're going to rub our hands together. And then nice and warm, you're going to lay your palms straight over your face, very lightly. Make sure you don't sink back into your spine. Softly, as if your hands are barely touching your skin, as you start to slide your hands up, lengthen your spine a little taller toward the sky. Bring your palms all the way to the crown of your head. Part your palms, cup your ears. Slide the hands down to the base of your neck. Bring your chin in, and both hands are going to slide around to the base of the skull. You're going to press your fingers in on either side of the vertebrae. Slide your fingertips down to the bottom of the neck as you lift your chin. Very lightly, hands on the front of the throat. Lift up through the front of the face to the crown of the head. Hands over the ears to the bottom of the neck. Bring the chin in, fingers to the top of the spine. Press down to the base of the neck. And your chin, repeat once more. Inhale as your hands slide up, the body reaches toward the sky. Exhale, palms over the ears. Hands to the bottom of the neck. Chin forward, fingers slide to the top of the spine. Press in on either side of the vertebrae. And then let your hands come around your collarbone, down the front of your body, into your lap. Again, close your eyes. So whether you're standing or sitting, just let your hands rest at your abdomen. This is where we store our energy. Notice how your face feels. It's a nice massage that you can do during the day to help bring rejuvenation to the face. And when you bring oxygen under the skin, it gives you a more youthful appearance. So there's your benefits. Let's do one more for the neck and shoulders since we're still in this area. We're going to do eagle arms. So again, do what you can. Adjust for your body and any injuries that or surgeries that you've had. Bring your palms up and cross your arms over. If they don't cross all the way, pretend they do. Imagination's everything. Whatever arm is on bottom, give a little visual check so you remember. We're going to fold up the bottom arm. Do your best to wrap your hands. Remember, pretending they touch if they don't. Lift your elbows. Point your elbows out. Press your spine back. Lift your hands up. Tuck the chin in. Feel the power in the spine. So the more you're pressing back, pushing forward, lifting up, the more you're going to be opening the space between the shoulder blades. Bring the chin in. Point out. Press back. Lift your nose and chin and lower your arms. Take a breath. And let's do the other side. So remember which side you had on top. Fold the bottom arm up. Wrap your arms. Lift your elbows. Push the elbows out. Lift your hands up. Press your spine back. Let your chin rest in. And lifting your nose and chin, unwind your arms. Take a breath. We're going to do more with the lower part of the body. So we'll start with opening the lower back, which is usually tender for a lot of people. So we'll do the part, open the lower lumbar. You're going to be bending your knees and reach for the bottom of your feet. So ideally, you want your palms cupped over the balls of your feet. Again, you're going to do what you can. If your muscles are really tight, just bring your hands to the inside. However you get there. Try to use your hands though. So straps are just a little bit of a removal of the sensory experience of trusting your body. So that is why in this style, we don't use much props. But if you need one, that's what they're there for. Walk your feet out. Again, don't worry how far you go. Keep your hands connected. It's more important. When you've gone as far as you can, lift your ribs. Engage your abdomen. Start pushing your spine back and take your right foot as you push it into your right hand. Pull the left toe back. Keep your mind in your body. So you're pushing out with your right foot. You're pulling back with your left. You're letting your head sink in and your teeth are apart. Your face is soft. Breath is long. Each time you breathe out, imagine any tension draining through the hips or flowing through the leg, sliding out the end of the heel. Inhale, lift up and switch. So push the left foot out, pull the right toe back, push the spine back toward the wall behind you. Inhale, lift up and switch sides once more. Push out through the right foot, pull back with the left toe. Inhale, lift and switch. Lifting your head once more, push both feet out into the palms. So again, as much as you can, you're pushing out, feeling that stretch through your arms, through the back of your body. If you engage your abdomen a little bit, you're going to feel it opening the lowest part of your lumbar, and that's the whole goal of this stretch. It's the area that gets compressed the most. Lifting the chin, pull the toes back, the ribs. Release your hands, bring your chest over your hips. Take a little moment with your eyes closed. We're going to transition to our hands and knees. So if you have knee issues, you need some extra padding, grab some blankets. If you have wrist issues, you're going to come onto your knuckles. And if you have all those issues and you want to skip this, you're allowed. You're not being graded, just remember that. If you want to strengthen your tendons, you can come onto your fingertips. So we'll do balancing, and you want to make sure you have a space between your knees, so your knees are under your hips, so there's a space there. Lift your ribs. So what we often do is we sink, and that's what gravity does for us. And our postures, we want to feel the power of the posture, and our energy should always be going up. So think about leveling your spine, or it could be a little exaggerated upward just to compensate for sagging down. You want to take the weight off of your wrist as well. Extend your left leg straight out behind you. You can either point through your toe or push through the heel. You're going to pick. If it's available for you today, lift your right arm. You're going to stretch out like someone's pulling on your arm and reaching out through your toe. Feel that stretch throughout the whole body, from the center of your body reaching out like you're being pulled like a piece of taffy. Lift the ribs away from the earth. And slowly lower down with your exhale. Transition your weight to your left knee and right arm. Lift your right leg. Extend your left arm. Stretch out, reaching out. So again, you're being pulled. Lengthen the ribs from the floor. Focus on the length of your exhale. Slowly lower down. Take a breath. Let's do one more. Extend the left leg and the right arm. Reaching out in both directions. Try closing your eyes. So engage your abdomen, and that will enhance your stability. If you feel like there's a lot of weight on the wrist, try lifting your chest and stretching out in both directions. Don't forget to breathe. See if you can keep your body as still as a mountain. Slowly lower down. And take a breath. Extend to the right leg. Reach out to the left arm. Remember, if you can only do one today, it's okay. Every little bit counts. Reaching out. Lifting away from the earth. Feeling that breath moving through your body. And gently lowering down with your exhale. One last one for our hips here. So you can widen your hands a little bit. We're going to shift your left leg forward and slide your left leg back. We'll work a little bit in the lower back. So if you have lower back issues, and you're leaning forward, engage your abdomen, start lifting your ribs, and try to bring your shoulders over your hips. Again, this is where blocks can be very handy. If it's really painful for you, keep that lean forward. You don't want to hurt yourself. But ideally, we want to be opening this muscle. So if you're in a chair, you want to be extending your leg back behind you. Lift the ribs up, look toward the sky, squeeze in your shoulders. Taking a breath. Now point your chin out toward the end of your mat. We're going to walk out into pigeon. So slide or walk your body out, leaning out as far as you can. Once you come down as far as you can, give a little stretch out through your fingertips. And again, we're reaching out into that lower back. And let your head sink. Imagine there's an opening through the base of your hip. So every time you exhale, all the tension is draining into the earth. Slide your hands back toward your knee and gently lift your body up. Now come on to the side of your thigh, so my foot's in front of me. And again, if you want to use a block, you need to lean forward for this next move. Do what works for you. If you have on bell-bottom pant legs, they're very handy for this. You're going to reach back for something. Again, you could use a strap if you have one, or just skip it. But do what you can today. Find your foot and try drawing the heel in toward your hip. Again, we're lengthening the front of the thigh. And these are muscles that don't get stretched much because when we sit a lot, it compromises these muscles. Slowly lower down. Leaning forward, shift both knees together, and bring the other leg forward. Slide back through the back leg. Find your blocks or mason jars, whatever you have. We'll start just by a little back bend. So we're lifting up and back. Look as far as you can. You're going to feel that stretch in the front of the thigh and the groin. That's what we want. That's where there's a lot of lymph nodes. And now lengthening your chin forward. Extend out. Reach out through your fingers. And when you're out as far as you can go, melt. Just melt into the floor. Lift your nose and chin, slide your hands back toward your knee. Gently bring your body up. And with your right hand, reach back for your right ankle or pant leg. Again, use a block or a prop. Use a strap if you have one. Try pulling the heel forward. There's no wrong with how far you go in this stretch. The goal is that you start. Just start. Start with your breath. Get rid of any self-doubt. It doesn't serve you. There's no room for it in your healing. Every little bit counts. Every exhale is letting go. Release your leg. Now you're going to just shift to the side and slide that leg forward. Move your heels in near your hips and give yourself a little hug. Lift your ribs up. Make it a bigger hug. Now we're going to drop down. Do your best to roll all the way back to the floor. Keep your knees bent. If you have lower back issues, if you want to straighten your legs, then feel free to do that. Take a moment on your back. Long exhale, just sink a little deeper. And then bring your arms out in line with your shoulders. We've been working the front and back of the body. We've done a twist. We're going to follow up with another twist so we get the organs, the liver and spleen, and kidneys particularly. So right ankle over the left. And as you exhale, you're going to lean both legs over to the right. And then look over your left shoulder as much as is comfortable. Close your eyes. Feel that stretch from the thigh all the way through the arm. Remember, there's lots of lymph nodes through the chest and under the arm. So stretch out through that left arm a little bit more. And then sink it into the ground so it's empty and relaxed. Keep your legs just as they are. Left hand is dragging on the floor if you can, if you're there. Wherever your arm is, gently lift it up, dragging the hand on the floor. So we're going to keep it as empty as possible. And bring your arm up beside your ear. And reach up through the fingers. Hand is still on the ground, with a little crab crawling in the sand. You're going to feel that stretch down into your hip. Ease off, let your arms sink, and slide your arm back in line with your shoulder. Bring your knees back up. Unwind your leg. Bring your left leg over the right. I'm going to switch sides. See what I'm doing. And what you're going to do is let both legs come over to the left. Look over your right shoulder. Stretch out through your right hand. So your legs are to the left and your arm is to the right. Reach out through the fingers and then gently slide your hand up, dragging it on the floor if you can. It's just as empty as you can make it. Bring your arm up next to your head. Stretch up through the fingers. And that nice juicy stretch to the whole side of your body. Sink the arm back into the earth. And let it drag back to the side in line with your shoulder. Gently lift your knees back up. Unwind your leg. Take a breath. Extend your legs out or leave your knees bent if you have lower back issues. Let your arms come to your side. If you want a little extra nurturing today, lay one hand on your abdomen and one on your chest. With your eyes closed, feel your body expanding toward the sky with your inhale. Let the breath fill every crevice and joint and bone and cell in your body. Slowly release. Feeling your body sink deeper into the earth. And like a breeze flowing over the ocean, let the breath move through every part of your body. Once every part of your body is expanded, release just as slowly. Now, gently bending your knees. Bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. Give yourself one more big hug. Plant that smile on your face. That is an important yoga pose. And gently rock from side to side. Bring your hands to your knees and rotate your knees out around your tailbone. And then go in the other direction. About 3 circles, feeling your lower back and kidneys, getting a little massage. Now gently roll over onto your right side. Get your left palm near your heart to help yourself up. Or come to a seated position in any way that works for you. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. With your eyes closed and your palms connected to one another, sealing in that heart meridian. Notice what you're experiencing within your body. Take a moment to just recognize the difference in how your body feels now and how it felt when you began. Invite your lips to touch the corner of your ears in a big smile. And as you fill up that beautiful vessel that you've been given to live in with pure breath, imagine that breath moving into an area that you would like to encourage a little more healing. Sending it some love. And know that when you release your breath, it's carrying out all your body doesn't need. As you walk through this day and the rest of your week, remember your breath can carry you back to this place. No matter where you go, that breath is always with you. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was my honor to have each of you here. Namaste. I hope you have a beautiful week.